Hey, how's it, folks? We're live. State of the Stack, part two for this week, I think. Anyhow, boy, it seems awfully focused. I don't know how to get it to come out. Um, I'll be occasionally looking. I got to keep this short because I've got a doctor's appointment and I got to cleanse. It's shower day. What is that? Monday, Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day to all you real vets out there. I wonder why that is so. It's almost like on a Zoom. How do you unzoom it? Oh, that's too zoomy. All right, well, that's good enough. Why am I bothering you folks today? Okay, maybe it's okay. At least I'm peering down the coins. Let me see if anybody joins here in a second. There's somebody. All right. Thanks for coming in. Um, welcome. So what's baklava got to do with precious metals anyway? I think I wrote that in the title because I'm trying to coordinate with Liberty Bleeds Silver to with a baklava recipe that I failed at doing properly yesterday, I think. But I think he's seen it, and so he might not show up for this live. So I'm just gonna bye. I'm just gonna go on with what I'm trying to reserve for posterity, I guess. Yep, maybe I got something. Anyhow, so I, so I think I'm gonna sell these proofs. So here's the deal. So inside these two boxes are probably only about 30 silver eagles, believe it or not. And I mean, there's things are stuffed. Why? Why only 30? Because they're proofs and they take up a lot of space. Hurt my back recently. Don't do it again. Hurt my back recently and made me realize my age. I'm 65, and then I was going to bury my Lucy Monster box, but I've decided to because of the political and civil situation that's going on right now. Hey, if you're in here, leave a comment so I can see your name. Oh, there's one. Usher. Hey, Usher, how's it? Rebecca Copley, can you add me to your live? How's that work? What do you mean? Add you. Um, I'm a newbie, so it's possible that I have something clicked that doesn't allow people in, unless this is the premiere that I scheduled, but I don't think so. Let me check my fancy laptop. Sorry, I'm old. I'm new at this. Can I give you a shout out, Mike Rodick? Sure, why not? Mike Rodick! Uh, anything specific though? Do I have to touch some buttons? Um, let me look at my fancy laptop thingy here. Short, it'd be under shorts. No, it looks like it already aired. Look at me, I'm sounding like a producer or something. Mike Rodick. Did I pronounce that right, Mike? No, don't want that. Anyway, so the gist of this is, yeah, that thing's already played. It's had a couple, I think a couple comments already. 4 views. All right, super. I don't reckon. Happy VR Gaming. Hi, how's you doing? I don't recognize any of you folks' names, so, and I'm new to this YouTube channel stuff. I posted a baklava cooking video trying to test some editing app that I got on my phone, and I think it wasn't super clear. The editing was all chopped up and just really amateurish. But I did get the whole process of putting down the butter in the individual sheets of phyllo. And I got all the basics, but I wanted to clarify it for hello. Hey, Kevin. I know I recognize you. Thank you, Dominator. Happy VR gaming. Hi. You liked. Thank you. I don't even recognize, but I do recognize Kevin. Hey, Kevin. Hey, Dominator. Awesome. That sounds like a good name for like a handle for playing a video game that where you dominate. Um, Andrea Harris, you like. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Oh, I know. Yeah, because I'm going to give something away. Good. Thank you. Um, am I scared of Trump? No, I'm not scared. I'm not really scared of anything. I tell you, I'm scared of not getting stuff organized before I die, so that my wife's life after me is easier. Not, you know, I don't shoot for happiness, and I'm not in charge of other people's happiness, but I just want her to not be miserable, or eat cat food or anything like that. So, uh, happy VR gaming. Thank you. Same. Well, no, it's not that, Usher. No, it's more of a verbal thing. We don't have any kids, but we got three nephews that will eventually take over this house that I'm currently residing in while we're caregivers for my wife's elderly folks. When I say folks, lost my father-in-law last December 7th. So mother-in-law. Workload has gone down quite a bit. Dementia can increase caregiving exponentially. That's a pretty good word. Uh, anyway, so yeah, you kind of got the right idea, Usher. Usher are the real one. I've heard of Usher. I think some kind of music star of some sort. Uh, so yeah, so the people that don't look familiar, which is everybody, and I don't know, maybe YouTube is actually sending my algorithm out there for you folks to flatter, and I greatly appreciate it. I don't know what it does for me, other than make me feel good, endorphin type stuff, probably, yeah. So as you can tell, my camera has issues focusing. So I'm a member of a silver stacking collectors. We're a bunch of nerdy coin collectors, okay? Sorry. And so mostly I post stuff about that. This has a dual purpose. I was going to try to uh, give more instructions, clarifications to a buddy of mine, who coin collector, nerd buddy, and for to make some baklava. I've been making baklava for wow ever. I don't even need any of this stuff. I doubt if you folks are even interested in preserving your wealth or anything like that. But I appreciate you dropping by. I'd rather talk about what you guys did. Oh man, I wish I had a picture of baklava. I could just zap right up on the screen to give you an idea. You might not recognize it because maybe you ate it when you were a kid, and it was. But if you saw it again, you go, "Oh man, I remember that. Give me some." Um, not sure. I used to love coins myself, so I sold what I had in a bad pinch. Well, Usher, that's that was one of the reasons why I joined the. I'm gonna call it. We call it the stacking community, coin collector nerd club, right? On the line, this YouTube thing, because I'm I'm I've always had to do stuff on a really strict budget for many different reasons. Caregiving for 32 years is one of them. I never really made a lot of money, and then when I did make a lot of money back in the 80s, oh my gosh, I spent uh, much more than a lot of money. So I learned the hard way, and I've been through something very similar to what you've done. I've only sold coins and stuff once in my whole life back in 2011. It wasn't for um, the kind of reasons like you're talking about. How did you say it? You said it's fair, that's coin. In a bad pinch, um, it was just voluntarily, mostly coin collecting nerd type reasons and stuff. Baklava, that's cool. That's fair. Good, sir. Thank you. That's fair. Yeah, baklava's way beyond fair, brother. I should say brother because I'm in Hawaii. Where are you folks from? Or it, not from. I don't know need to know your mom's maiden name or favorite color or anything like that, but like where are you texting from or chatting, whatever this is called. There's a whole two of us, unless that includes me. But so I want to thank you folks that don't know me. Maybe you just stumbled across me on some algorithm opportunity. I don't know what any of that stuff means. I'm old. But yeah, I appreciate you stopping in. Um, so I learned about this live stuff, how to what to put in a title and stuff like that. But I tell you, it's pretty simple. If anybody here has never known me before, I'm pretty sure. We got great. Okay, so we're back here. Okay, Usher says the great Arizona desert away from the communism. Well, that's the rumor, although I think there was a little bit of left-handed shenanigans going on in the Senate race there, but I'm not too political, even though I actually had my major in college was back in 1977, actually, um, was political science. And you know what I learned from my very short career in political science, besides figuring out I should just switch my major to Budweiser, was yeah, politics is dirty, uh, convoluted, and kind of rigged. I would call it like a mini plutocracy inside a vast um, aristocracy. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, but I don't know, I kind of get a vibe that with the live shorts the second you have it muted, tanks it badly, but agreed yeah, I don't know how to do any of that mutant stuff. So if that happened, it was totally by accident. Matter of fact, I was doing a live a couple, 2 or 3 days ago. I don't know. It's therapy. Lives are good therapy. It's like talking to a therapist with no bill. Um, although I live in Hawaii and they are tax crazy, so I might get a bill for this session for taxes. Oh, I might have fight people in here. I don't know, but and I even forgot what we were talking about because it's not about coin collecting nerd stuff. A lot of trolls. Well, I, I think trolling, personally, I don't know. I mean, when I was a kid, people used to make fun of me, and then I learned how to put up with it and then give it right back to them. So, but now with this on the, super ease of doing it, um, I just don't get it. I'm more of a positive person. Now, if I see something or somebody or hear something in a video that I'm watching that's usually going to be on a subject matter that I prefer, um, and I have a very I love the puppy and rescue dog stories and the cat stories and the sad squirrel stories and the happy squirrel stories. So I have a varied interest, but I don't I don't feel the need to if I run across something that whatever strikes a nerve, so to speak, I don't feel inclined to leave a bad comment. Now, if somebody I've had a couple, and I don't get a whole lot of comments, but I've had a couple comments where they were maybe trying to be sarcastic or facetious at the best, and I enjoyed responding to those. Did they chat back? No, they didn't. And I wasn't rude. I didn't tell them to do anything to themselves or jump off of anything. I just used their words in clear diction back at them. So yeah, so I don't care about trolls. Heck, for all I know, I'm a troll. Okay, so reviewing in the chat, baklava. Yes, baklava is. Oh my gosh, I'm surprised it's legal. It is so good. Not so great for you, especially if you're diabetic or allergic to walnuts. That's no good. Or butter. Um, yeah, or sugar. I try. I've been keeping my sugar under 50 grams a day for the past 100 and something days. I'm trying to control my what do you call it lifestyle a little bit better because I had heart attack and a fancy surgery, and now I'm was pretty close to recovered from that and hurt my back really bad at work. So I'm going through that. Matter of fact, that's what I have to get showered for is hopefully a physical therapy session, but I don't know. It happened at work, and I've never done workman's compensation stuff in my whole life, not even as an employer. And so yeah, so I'm re-examining life, and folks are probably all younger than me. I'm 65. Um, sometimes like Usher, you come to a fork in the road. You take it. Is there the best way to go? Yeah, in hindsight, but at the beginning, if it's a no-brainer, then take the left or the right. If you got to contemplate on it, or heaven forbid, have a cigarette while you're trying to figure it out, well, chances are there's pros and cons for both of those forks in the road. So yeah, it's all well and good on it, but trust me, a lot of trolls. Well, again, they don't really bother me. Now, if they do something, say something nasty in the chat on, okay, Usher, thank you, sir. Hey, thanks for being kind. Kindness is free and so easy to give away. So no more chatter. So this might be a real quick if nobody. Oh, so anyway, so you don't know who I am. Doesn't look like any of you do, except Kevin Hawthorne. And I might send him something. Um, yeah, no, I was going to, uh, but not. Oh, he's gone already. Rebecca Copley. So yeah, yeah, if you want to subscribe to my channel, these people that don't know me, and go to my channel page. I've got a email there, and you can email me. Make sure you put in the subject in capital letters. I don't consider it shouting. I consider it helping the elderly see stuff. Um, hey, I want a GAW. Well, you don't have to say hey. You can just put capital G, capital A, capital W. It's an acronym for give away, um, which isn't really a true acronym because then it would just be GA, right? But anyhow, yeah, do that, and I will send you something. Believe it or not, that's kind of valuable. You'll look at it and say, "Oh my gosh, this guy sent me." No, uh, and I'll just prompt you to do some research on what that worthless thing that I sent you is worth, and then maybe you'll get back on my channel and figure out, hey, this is cool. I want more. Or hey, how do I turn this into um, you know, $2.50 or two bucks instead of 10 cents. So yeah, let me know. There he is. Oh, I'm starting to recognize some names. There's Steely the Stacker, a Steeler fan. Hey, I didn't want to break your heart, Steely, but I met all within I don't know, 2 hours combined together. Terry Bradshaw, Lee Greenwood, Franco Harris, even Rocky Blyer, Jack Lambert, Mean Joe Green. Do you remember? I think it might probably 1980 when the Steelers just had half their team on the Pro Bowl squad, or maybe not starters, but part of the whole traveling team. Do you remember that? Yeah, I met all those guys and I watched them sign autographs on T-shirts that I was selling in a store part time. Good fun. So yeah, well, yeah, I just put that in there just to see if anybody gets to that point because I'm dealing with my thinking about my future mortality rate seems to be creeping up a little quick. But yeah, so I've got a bunch of stuff, and I've been given a bunch of stuff, and so not that I would ever give away something that somebody else gave to me. That's kind of like a gift. Um, I just wanted to kind of get it out there while I got the chance. Just like buying as much silver and whatever on a scheduled budget without neglecting other priorities and investments and obligations. Um, yeah, same thing. So that was Steely the Stacker. Oh, I'm that I didn't read that part at first. Good thing, because it would have made me sad. And like it is now. You're 50 and disabled, dude. You're back. It's no fun. I didn't respect back pain until about 4 weeks ago. The same way as I didn't respect knee pain until I tore a meniscus. So sometimes you got people have to learn their lessons the hard way. Although I wouldn't wish it on anybody. Back pain. My brother's got a bad back. He was actually born with an extra vertebrae in 1953. There wasn't all this fancy magical wand surgery stuff. So yeah, he still suffers. And then of course, as you go through life, you hurt your back. You fall, slip on the ice, and fall the wrong way. Fall out of bed. Yeah, life is full of healings. Aloha Sleuth says Emerald Coast Stacker. Man, someday, Emerald, I want to grow up to be kind of like you, where you're able to do a live, but with another channel member, and they do most of the talking. I could be like the color man instead of the play-by-play. Um, so great. Well, so fabulous. So I got a couple people that are understand what I'm saying. There's a lot of different people. I don't know. YouTube must have pushed it to people that don't definitely don't know who I am. So here's my. It's not even a dilemma anymore. It's a decision that I've made. Is to so in these two ammo boxes, and they're 22 long rifle. I know one of them I had a bunch of subsonic uh, in it for strategy purposes. But since then I converted them to holding these proofs, which have never been buried, and I won't bury them. But a get out the door stash. I finally did my goal of filling up a Lucy monster box, and I never really paid attention to what a pain in the Okoli is by moving a monster box even 40 feet. Because the other ones, this wasn't full until about a month or so ago, or 2 months or so ago, after I discovered you folks, and then remembered my goal of buying, one at a time, 20 at a time, five at a time, 10 at a time, two at a time. As much, just that's 25 years worth of being patient. And so when you start in 1998, thank goodness, towards this end, all those yellow happy, they're really happy. The yellow happy faces was when I got it way back then, even though I had also uh, put two of these in the ground already. That was fun. So but moving this thing around, trying to be a channel content creator. Um, well, you're going to get something anyway, Steely. Uh, I don't think it's a pits. Oh, never mind. I didn't say nothing. Have you ever heard of what an aloha shirt is? Sometimes on the mainland they might call it a Hawaiian shirt. Um, I've actually got a Pittsburgh Steeler aloha shirt. It's a pretty nice one too. I think it's made by uh, my favorite aloha shirt company called Ren Spooner. So yeah, that's nothing I would ever wear. I got that. I got it because it was a killer deal. I used to be a thrift shop picker without selling stuff. So I guess a thrift shop hoarder. Yeah, and I felt like that deserved the trip to Hawaii, along with a bunch of other Ren Spooner Aloha shirts. That's about the only brand I didn't sell in Ohio before I moved back. Yeah, those are the greats from the 70s and 80s. Yeah, and I met Jerry Lee Lewis, not at the same time, at the same workplace once. That was cool. He come in towards the end of the almost closing, and we closed the store for him and his two. These guys were at least 6'6", you know, chiseled, 250 to 70 pounds. I don't know. Muscle weighs less than fat. I don't know. They were big, uh, and I was pretty muscly back then for a small person. I'm only 6 foot tall. These guys were just gargantuan. So anyway, back to the. I'm gonna go through the chat real quick and then let you go because I gotta keep this quick because I gotta go to a doctor's appointment. I've even got an alarm set up. Um, yeah, they were greats, and I met. I also years later, decades later, I met uh, Ahmad Rashad in no, yeah, Ahmad Rashad in an elevator. With my wife was with me, and in Cincinnati, Ohio, for some kind of awards thingy. I won some stuff. He didn't go to my event. He just happened to be in the same hotel. Feel for anyone with back pain. Yeah, I was crushed under a car. Oh my gosh! Holy cow! Oh wow, it does look like you have a good bit of silver. Yeah, I got a bunch. No, that uh, Steely Stacker. Um, you're kind of young, yeah. Are you under 30? Um, and so Yeah, no, no, no. Do what you're doing. Whatever it is you're doing, it's not wrong. Could it be tweaked? Yeah, and for me, I don't know whether I wish that, wow, I wish I'd have had this YouTube knowledge and uh, information back then when I started. But then again, it turned out that my naivete, my lack of knowledge, caused me to go on an ego tear. And then I got stuff. Then then the collector comes out. I'd find these at coin shops, and they were just a little bit more than these, not a lot. And I'd inquire. At first time I inquired, and one of the two LCS shops that I used to frequent the most, particularly this one, turned out to be my favorite. Very, very gracious with his information. Kind of reminds me. You guys kind of remind me of him. And he told me, how he got them and what he paid. I didn't believe that part, but it was close enough. And if the price is right, who cares? Um, and so I ended up getting 1986 through about 2000, either 14 or 15, I don't know. And these aren't the only ones. I have some that because I don't have another magic metal box in a bag somewhere. Today I just found some gold that I thought I misplaced. I knew I misplaced it. I didn't think I lost it. But born in 74. Well, you're not elderly. I graduated high school in 77. But yeah, so no, your plan, whatever plan you're doing, I follow. Wow, it seems probably hundreds of people try to the best of my ability, and I remember sometimes what they say in chats and stuff. So I have no idea what your personal strategy is. I just know it's not wrong, no matter what it is. It might be wrong for somebody else. Maybe that's because they're at a different stage. I'm kind of in the generic stage. I'm kind of in the thinking about, wow, I think I got enough. But it's fun. And so I'm going to, and this channel, stacking channel has really helped me since my heart attack, especially. And that's right about the time I found this channel. You guys, you folks, generous folks, nice folks, understanding folks, patient, especially the three of you that are still in here. And so, yeah, I don't mind giving giving back. It's going to be a hell of a lot cheaper than Bull Terrier Rescue. Talk about a money sucker. But anyway, so here's what I'm doing, and I thought this through enough. A lot of times my mind changes and strategy. I've probably changed my strategy 2 dozen times since I met you folks. But so these I go out of all those proofs and the fancy boxes and all that. It might be worth more than regular bullion, especially, 1986 or something. I've checked them out on eBay. They've gone up way more than what I paid for. So I'm not really concerned about that aspect as much as the space. So there's about 30 in the two of these. I wonder how many of these things, or one of these things, could I get in there? How many of these could I get in there? Let's guess. Class. So what would that be? That'd be called volume, right? One there. I'm trying to remember where that spot is. Might be able to get two upright. So two, 4, 6, 8, 10 times maybe two, especially if I did some upside down and right side up. Um, that what did I say? Two, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We'll call it 10, uh, 20. So 20 times 20 is what, class? 400. That's like 400 ounces, right? I don't know. But I can tell you this much, 500 is just too much. So uh, I'm going to have to get these things in probably, um, I don't know, four get out the door, you know, Cordura 511 style backpack. Um, you can sling one over each arm. I can sling one around over my wife's shoulders, and they just make it a lot easier. Or two trips, but two easy trips of half of whatever 500 ounces weighs pound wise. Because I'm old now, my back hurts, and I got to be prepared. I hate surprises. I like having plans. I wish I was a little bit more organized. So much easier to be organized when you have a lot of space and you have a lot of unilateral power to, utilize that space. I don't have either, so I'm just making do. So that's the plan. So I'm gonna take these, and so well, what am I gonna do with those? Well, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to sell them on eBay and turn it into something more convenient. Gold, just plain old gold bullion. That stack's pretty nice, even if it's in one of those fancy MS gizzies. Um, yeah, pretty convenient. So what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take these out, and I think I can fit all of them if I can find that bag of other stuff. Um, and I think also in that bag is some burnished. I'm sure you folks have heard of burnished. There's probably nothing about like coins that you you stackers don't know about compared to what I don't know about. So yeah, this is gonna work out really good. And then I'm gonna transfer. Wow, I guess I am gonna have to, what you call it, or just get two more ammo boxes. But I'm thinking bags. But for now, I'm gonna put it in these ammo boxes, and I'm not gonna put them all in one. But I do want to see how much one holds, just for the heck of it. I hope there's a way I can retrieve this what do you call it, live chat, because there's a bunch of strangers showed up, guys. It was a little spooky until I realized, oh, they don't know I am. They're no different than anybody else. But I need a very boring life. I could stand for some excitement. So I'm going to empty these guys out. And for now, I'm just going to put like half in each one. And they got a really handy handle. Oh, wow. Coincidentally. Oh, wow. Boy, this isn't going to weigh very much at all. Actually, when I picked these things up, I braced for it because I thought it was going to hurt. And no problem. It was no hassle at all. Wow. Almost made me feel young until I realized that, oh, they're just light. Oh, I had a snag. Oh, no, ouch. Let me see. One more? Two more? Yeah, so I got, I'm going to guess and say another maybe a dozen in fancy boxes. That's a burnished, uh, and some proofs probably. All right, look at that. So now let's see how many of these. One of these, just for shits and giggles. See if I can get two abreast. Mm, nope. Wow. Well, that could be good. Okay. No, it's not going to change that one either. Unless is that going to make a difference? No, not going to make a difference. All right. Well, that makes the decision so much easier. Put these in there with some other kind of survival type stuff that will also um, cushion it and be useful. I could think about all kinds of things. There's my happy face looking at folks. So yeah, good. Well, this is good. I'm gonna cut this short. If Liberty shows up, somebody let me know. Born in '74. Uh, because one of the side purposes, if you hadn't asked yourself, what the hell does baklava have to do with silver stacking? Nothing, except Liberty Bleeds and I were talking about baklava, and I needed to learn how the premiere feature, which I kind of got a lesson on just by watching one of Dub C's recent premiere, and then there was a live. Talk about knowledge. Oh my gosh, that guy's just, his brain is just, not only is it crammed with all this knowledge, he leaks it out to us for free, to his videos and his wonderful oration. So yeah, so technically, probably could get, well, one, two, three, four, five. If you wanted to press it, six. Oh, you could hide something else under there. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. 10 times 20 is, what's that? 200. All right. Yeah, I think that's right. So, okay, food for thought. Well, let's see what it weighs, class. Oh, not bad at all. And it's because of that handle. Way, man, that thing, even getting your fingers, my weak ass old man fingers under that box. And now I understand why they call it a monster box. The last time I touched my others, they were easier. Could use the bands to kind of help pull them up and push them around. But that was 8 years ago. I was 8 years younger, and actually, 2017, I was in pretty good shape. Old man face, Waikiki Beach body. But yep. So that was then, and this is now, and I'm an old man. And I'm trying to adjust and make plans for my wife, who's getting older also. So temporarily, I'm going to put the proofs in there. Hopefully, I'll find that bag of the rest of the proofs, and the burnished. I'm going to be converting all this stuff to um, hidey hole goods, hide in plain sight stuff, and liquidation. And I know the prices are going down. Oh my gosh, I thought somebody was going to have a heart attack. It went down 0.27% today. There's two sets of a 2000 something or other 25th anniversary American Silver Eagle sets of five each, burnished, reverse proof, approved, um, regular, and one other kind. And one of them's been was gift wrapped. I got that from the mint. So I think I did a video on that, but for some reason it disappeared. Maybe I said the wrong word and the YouTube police got me. Accidentally, not even on purpose, violated a copyright thingy by filming a real quick short. But I was in my truck and the Beatles come on, and I didn't realize it until it was too late. And oh well. So yep. So I'm gonna do a video on that and get your ideas on. Um, I mean, it's a space sucker. It's actually not a tough. It's not difficult. It's not heavy because there's only 10 ounces in there total, and they're fancy boxes and you know, clamshell, velvety coffins. But yeah, I'm going to get your folks' opinion on that someday or not. Sometime, I mean, I'll get it out there, but whether or not the opinions show up, that's not my job. So, and then I found some gold that I did forgot. I misplaced. I didn't realize I had misplaced it, and so that's kind of neat. So that's in a coming, what you call video. But I was hoping Liberty would show up so I could clarify with him the instructions that I miserably posted in a video yesterday on making baklava. And plus, I can multitask. I tried to learn about the Premiere Plus Alive. I learned that from Dub C. Ish. He not specifically didn't instruct me. I just tried to figure it out by what happened on his two showings and clicking around a little. So it was very cool. I like that being able to. I just discovered you can make a video at 8 p.m. and when you're finished, you're just exhausted. You don't want to review it. Make sure you don't have to publish it. And if you are happy with the product, you can publish it for 8 hours later. I think even 2 days. And I think these premieres can be scheduled 2 days in advance, and that's pretty cool. Kind of sounds like work and running a business, but I could need the extra prompting besides handwritten notes and uh, alarms. I find that when I have too many alarms on this phone, it's redundant. I have a tendency to start to ignore the alarms like I can ignore the roosters. So, well, there's four of us now. Anybody here, type something in the chat, even if you're brand new and you don't know who I am or what the hell I'm talking about. 'Cause if not, my back's killing me. And I got to get ready, and I'm thinking I might need more minutes than I budgeted to, shower. I could skip shaving if I wanted to. Doctor appointment. Oh yeah, time difference makes sense. It's 5 p.m. here. Yeah, and it's Veterans Day to boot. I was surprised. I thought I actually uh, my notes were wrong, but I've got that fancy text confirmation stuff, and sure enough, they're doing business today. I heard it's probably a formation or maybe with a lost plane. I didn't get up to look. My wife did because I live right above Pearl Harbor. Not right above. I live way up above Pearl Harbor, and they just fly over our house all the time. I don't think they're spying on us at, I don't know, they're probably doing 500 miles an hour or something. I have no clue. They're loud, but it doesn't happen that often. Holidays, special events, occasional, probably their training, because I'm kind of between the Navy and the Army and the Marines. Army one way, Marines the other way, over the mountains, which these guys can fly over quite easily, even the helicopters. And uh, and then there's Coast Guard all around, and then the Air Force. They're over by the Navy, at least the ones that are close to me. They're all over, and probably some places that I don't know about. I never understood why we needed higher clearances because you don't know nothing as an enlisted person. But yeah, so cool. I don't know. Maybe I'll get some comments in the published one when I make it go like to a regular video. Um, yeah, good, bad, indifferent. Yeah. Well, I'm glad I went to that coin show because I got some generic stuff that I like so much. I didn't realize I bought two of each a couple times. So there might be somebody out there that likes that stuff. So I don't know who's left, but I know I am, and I know I got to. I'm going to budget myself another 14 minutes to get ready for my appointment. Plus, I'm going to try to drive myself. I've been doing a little bit of driving. It hurts, but I don't think I'm dangerous anymore. The pain is well, way down. It went from a 15 to like a 7. So I'm stoked. I'm pessimistically optimistic about my full recovery and maybe even either getting back to my 3-day a week job or find a different 3-day a week job or something else. What do side hustle. I've got a few things that I can do well that people have paid me to do in the past, and not like that. Don't get the wrong idea. So, well, thanks for showing up. Leave a comment if you're still here, or if you see Liberty Bleeds Silver enter the room. There we go. These are some of my constitutional stuff. I'm still on a quest to get dimes. Um, oh, I did try to resurrect my PayPal account with my already resurrected eBay account, but because I did it on my phone and must have logged under the wrong uh, buyer seller name, um, I ended up with, I didn't realize it until I pulled the trigger, testing out my new PayPal Cash Rewards card. It was a cheap purchase. I got a crucible, tong, and small graphite mold set. Very, very cool because I'm going to get me some map gas and I am going to get the fancy thing that they've got going on at Lowe's and Home Depot right now. Lowe's is $10 cheaper, and it's worth the extra mile and a half up the hill, a different hill, gas mileage sucking hill. But yeah, and I'll probably get me a fire starter, and yeah, I'm gonna do some custom pours smelting. I've got some assay gram, Istanbul kind gold. I've got Perth and some pamps. There's one pamp where the card is, the laminate is kind of ratty. Um, and so I'm gonna mount some gold. I've got a bunch of those American spouses. They're 24 karat. That's a half an ounce. I'm not quite sure I'm ready to do that, but I just don't think they're ever going to be wanted, except maybe to melt or use as a bodyguard because the early wives, especially Abigail Adams, she gets some spooky eyes. She'd scare anybody. I'm scarred. So that's it. Probably just going to do a regular video after the doctor, or maybe not. I probably might be worn out. Uh, I'm worn out from making that baklava yesterday. So anyway, yeah, I was hoping to hook up with Liberty Bleeds, but I'm running out of time. Even if he does show up, I'm sure we'll get it. I'm going to go ahead and figure out how to email him the recipe all written out, and you can just have that and figure it out. I think it helps to at least see it done. The layering, I don't think they show that on the other baklava videos, which I haven't checked out, but I know there are some because I, did the search thing and saw there. Oh, there's a ton of them. I don't. I just didn't feel the need to click on any of them. I didn't want to hurt their feelings if I had got the urge to type in. Oh yeah, well that's wonderful, wonderful video. Oh, I love that. Mine's better. So no Liberty. It is 45, almost 46 minutes. I want to thank everybody that showed up. Um, take care of yourself. Watch your six. It ain't over. It's not safe. It's not safe. You remember the Marathon Man movie? I think it was Dustin Hoffman and bad guy and Roy, the guy from Jaws. And so, is it safe? Is it safe? They were talking about diamonds, and Dustin Hoffman had no clue, but his character. So don't forget to buy what you can, when you can, where you can, while you can, at the best price you can, without neglecting other obligations, investments, and priorities. Easy stuff, yeah? Paralysis by analysis wastes a lot of time in my life, so I try to make things simple, and it matches my mental capabilities. So, in the meantime, all right then.